And a good evening from Joplin, Missouri, the 2018 ACCA Women's Basketball Tournament. We are in the semifinals. It's Arlington Baptist, the 1 seed, coming in 19-6, taking on the 4 seed Providence Pilots, coming in at 10-12. Hi, everybody. Chris Shima, glad to be with you. Thanks for sticking around. We ran long. This is game number 7 of 8 on the day. We started at 9 a.m., and we're still rolling. Welcome to March Madness, everybody. Let's meet the starting lineups for both of these teams. First, for the team from Audubon, Manitoba, the 4-seed Providence Pilots, 10-12, as I mentioned, winning their opening round game against Ozark, 73-66. Head coach Joel Corsi, starting number 4, Joanne Schwartz, number 5, Taylor Goodbranson, number 8, Allison Zajac, number 9, Hannah Van Schie, and number 11, Lena Collier. And I don't have the starters for Arlington. I just realized that now. So we're going to take a stab at doing this from memory. Arlington Baptist from Arlington, Texas, coming in at 19-6 on the season. Head coach Cliff McDaniel is starting number 1, Kara Gayton, number 5, Kayla Beatty, number 21, Carmen Williams, number 23, Deja Stanford, and probably somebody else. It's number 2. Yeah, I got Deja Stanford, so I think we got everybody. I don't know. It's been that kind of a game. We're underway, though. Arlington is in the gray and Providence in the blue as the Patriots doing work here quickly. It's Carmen Williams. Count the bucket and the foul as the Patriots get on the board quickly. So Williams will go to the line, 75% free throw shooter. Arlington, by the way, is heavily favored in this one. No disrespect to our friends from Canada, but this team has been rolling in this tournament. They've been in the final every year that they've been in it. Gayton with the turnover off the steal. Arlington likes to play quick. Shot in and out for Arlington off of Deja Stanford. It's hard to see those Patriots numbers. Arlington, top scoring team in the ACCA at 89.3 points per game. Kayla Beatty can't get it to go, and it remains 2-0. They're first and tied for first in field goal percentage at 44. Second in rebounding, 44.2. First in assists, 19.3. Tied for second in steals at 14.2. And leading in blocks. That was Collier for Providence, who ties it at 2 apiece. Here's Beatty. Beatty cut off. Swung over to Stanford. Up top, Beatty dared to shoot. Buries the 3. Kayla Beatty, 34% from behind the arc. 10.4 points per ball game. 50% overall from the field on the season. Collier cut off. Goodbranson, the baseline shot is short. Beatty, the rebound, had it poked away. So the Pilots, extra possession. Cutting in is Thiessen. Caitlin Thiessen gets it to go. Folks, we got the YouTube chat going. Feel free to give us a shout if you want to chat with us as Kayla Beatty makes it 7-4. The important thing for the Pilots, watch for runs when you're the underdog. They're going to get a foul called here. Thiessen to Zajac, and Zajac, I think they're going to say, was in the act of shooting. Allison Zajac, 65% during the regular season from the charity stripe. This is game 7 of 8 here at Ozark today. It's been a very long day. Zajac gets them both. Zajac had 8 points, 8 rebounds yesterday. 7-6, Arlington with the lead. Beatty again. They leave her open a second time. and she makes them pay again. Providence's bench, the big difference against Ozark yesterday, 24-3. That'll be a turnover on a carry. You could also, if you want to chat with us during the game, use the hashtag ACCA Sports. I forgot to mention El Presidente, the president of Arlington Baptist, Mr. Moody checking in. Driving to the bucket, Stanford, yes, in the foul, so Deja will go to the line. How about Deja this year? 2.3 assist to turnover ratio. So Danny, no doubt, watching Coach Moody and the men who booked their trip to the national championship game tomorrow. Remember, a few years ago, Arlington made it a men's and women's sweep. It was the first year that Arlington won it. Arlington Baptist on the women's side, a three-peat. They are the three-time defending champions. Steal by Gayton, her second steal of the game. Gayton, 35 steals on the season. Ball deflected out. Stanford will inbound it. Gayton driving in, throws it up. Can't get the bounce, but she's fouled. That's going to be 4 already on Providence. So 2 shots at the line. And the first one is good. 47% free throw shooter. The lead is 8. Make it 9. So Gayton, 8.5 points per ball game. Now it's a steal by Stanford. Beatty up top. Underneath, it's Carmen Williams. It's good, and Arlington by 11. Carmen Williams, 16.4 points per ball game. We know that Patton and Cliff McDaniel press for Arlington Baptist. Schwarz, 3-ball off the back iron, rebound to Beatty. Here come the Patriots. Stanford to the bucket, yes. Collier will inbound. Good Branson, 19-6. Good start for the defending champs. Zajac on the block. Here's Good Branson. Top of the key, Thiessen. And a blocking foul called on Zeta Gonzalez. Team foul number 2 for Arlington, 4 for Providence. Providence 2 subs. Looks like Kiara Foster checking in. Esther Ruchageza, number 15 for Providence. Thiessen to Good Branson for 3 off the back iron. Foster tips it, laying it up. Schwartz missing. Here comes Arlington. It's thrown ahead. Gayton chases it down. Beatty top of the key. Beatty drives. Beatty scores. All Arlington here in quarter number 1. We're 4 minutes in. They've got 21 on the board already. Here's Schwarz. Short on the jumper. Beatty. Stanford pushing. Stanford short on the layup. Thiessen the rebound. Driving in Foster, throws it for Ruchageza. It's saved, but to Gayton, who's got yet another steal. Throws it full court for Williams. How did she catch that? Over the defender. Couldn't get the layup, though. And what do we have? I'm not sure. There might be a inadvertent whistle or something. Good Branson into the forecourt, and traveling is the call on the Pilots. Winner of this game will play Randall in the championship game. That'll be tomorrow at 4. The third place game for the women, it'll be Rama and one of these teams at 12:30. Nice cut. And the layup is good. Zeta Gonzalez, 2 more to Arlington's total. So they're on their way to about 190 points so far. No biggie for Arlington. Beatty, 3 seconds. Hey, you know who I got to give a shout out to out there is Madison Leib, who's watching. The Emmaus Eagles. Is that right? Is it the Eagles? I think it's the Eagles. They're going to the NCAA tournament, so they're watching Arlington, doing a little scouting. Hashtag farewell tour coming to Greenville, South Carolina. Another foul called on Arlington. That's their 3rd. Collier with the inbound. Good Branson can't get it to go. Box out, rebound by Stanford. Thrown ahead to Gayton. Gayton off the glass, yes. Now it's a steal. Stanford kicking it out. Gonzalez for 3. This Arlington team is just a well-oiled machine. They call a 5-second violation. Boy, that was a quick 5. So Arlington will get it off that turnover. I mean, that was a quick 5. If I'm these refs, I'm giving Providence at least 6 seconds. I mean, come on now. It's 28-6. That was a quick 5, America. Beatty for 3 off the back of the rim. Good Branson the rebound. Thrown ahead, Thiessen out on the run. Thiessen draws contact. Good aggressive play. You got to take Arlington on. You can't sit back and try to be pretty with it. You've got to go at them. Thiessen just a 39% free throw shooter on the season. Yesterday, she was 6 of 8. So she had a good day yesterday. Couple of subs in. Tiana Wazik, number 2 for Arlington. Number 22 is Rihanna Jones, sophomore. Hannah Van Schie coming back in. Providence. And Thiessen will go out after the free throw make. Coming back in, Allison Zajac. Just underway in the opening quarter of this semifinal game. The football score, 28-7 right now in favor of Arlington. Stanford up top, Tiana Wazik. Gonzalez in the corner. That's going to go off her foot and out of bounds. Arlington looking for 4 straight ACCA championships. Well, if they can get past the Pilots, should be fun tomorrow. They and Randall, Southwestern region rivals. I don't believe they met in the regular season. I'll have to look that up. But I don't believe they played each other yet this year. Zeta Gonzalez left alone, and you can't do that. 31-7. And Pilots with the basketball. Good Branson throws it ahead. Collier. Van Schie. Here's Foster. Good game for Foster yesterday. Good Branson. Quick trigger on the 3 off the mark. Zajac the rebound. It's off the leg of Good Branson and a scrum for it. It'll be Arlington ball. Yesterday for Providence, 4 players in double figures. Hannah Van Schie had 15. Joanne Schwarz had 13. 11 for Good Branson and 10 for Thiessen. The lone Canadian team in the ACCA Providence Pilots. Collier gets the steal. Collier, Zajac, Goodbranson now. Left side, Van Schie. Goodbranson. Zajac lost the dribble. It's a steal by Gayton, her fourth in the quarter, and Gonzalez will go to the line. There was one meeting, Randall and Arlington Baptist. I was wrong. They met back on the 9th of February, and Arlington took them down by a score of 87-76. That was in Arlington, Texas. So if it is Arlington and Randall, they would be meeting for the second time this year. (33-7). Van Schie for three. The rainbow shot goes. Last year was Arlington and Emmaus. Speaking of Madison Live in the championship game in the ACCA. Arlington winning that one. Prior, I believe, 4 years in a row to that, it was Randall and then Hillsdale and Arlington in the championship game. Jones' turnaround hook is no good. She's fouled. Brianna Jones, 57% free throw shooter. Both teams in the bonus. 2:02 left to go here in the first quarter. Missed it back rim, tip for the rebound. It's controlled by Van Schie, and we're going to get Arlington on the foul. As I mentioned, both teams in the bonus, so we'll take a walk down to the other end and shoot some free throws. Hannah Van Schie, just 2 out of 2 from the charity stripe during the regular season. Did not attempt a free throw yesterday. And she rims in the second one. Arlington tripling up Providence, 33-11. Driving in is Wazik, called for steps. Cliff McDaniel will bring Kira Gayton back into the game as Gonzalez will come out. 2 subs back in for the Pilots. It's Thiessen and Collier. Van Schie inbounds to Collier. Thiessen in the front court. Schwarz. And now a turnover. Coming up with the steal as Jones goes coast to coast. Had a bad angle on that shot. Missed it badly. Collier traveled. 1:20 left to go here in the opening quarter. Arlington by 22. Gayton. Wazik now over to Abigail Wazik, number 12 into the ball game. So both Waziks out there, I believe. That's going to be another travel, so back-to-back turnovers. Arlington won their 5th straight region title, 106-97 against Manhattan Christian in overtime. That was here in Joplin. Everybody that saw that game telling me it was a wild game. Came down to the final play, and Manhattan Christian turned it over. They also won their semi against Dallas, 108-66. They beat Emmaus last year in the ACCA, 83-60. Sorry, Madison. 3-0 overall last year. Wins over Welch, AFLBS in the opening rounds. Tough early season. They had a 4-point loss to St. Thomas. That's a D3 team. 1-1 against Jarvis Christian and NAIA. Losses against Texas A&M International, a D2. Texas College and NAIA. And to Ozarks, a D3. Also St. Ed's, a D2. Gayton. Catch and shoot. That shot is no good for Arlington. I believe that was Izzy Roman, number 3. Getting to the bucket for Providence is Thiessen. Good anticipation. Thiessen with the steal. Good defense by her. She's played well here today. Van Schie shows the ball, rims in the 3. Here is Roman. In the lane, Tiana Wazik for 2. And the first quarter comes to an end. 35-14, all Arlington here in the semifinals. We'll be back. (35-14) start of the second quarter. Krishima, glad to be with you. Providence with the basketball. Good Branson able to bank it. So she starts the second quarter scoring party. Gayton over to Gonzalez. Tiana Wazik towing the line. Gayton the fake. Back to Gonzalez. Beatty's back out there as well as Stanford. Stanford's got the basketball now. Tiana. Entry to Beatty. Gonzalez grazes the rim on the 3. Rebound bounces out to Beatty. Her entry pass taken away by Ruchageza. And something to do with the clock, I think, and us held up here. Schwarz into the forecourt. Traveling is the call. Another turnover for Providence. 35-18 is the correct score, by the way. Had it wrong on our scoreboard. Apologies for that. Beatty. Top of the key. Gayton for 3. The rainbow shot. Around the world, no. Fight for the rebound. Ruchageza is tied up with Williams. And a jump ball called. Possession arrow will keep it with Arlington. Carmen Williams said, that's not usually how this goes for me. Gonzalez underneath. Ball deflected. Good collapsing defense by Providence. Collier the steal. Collier will get it back. Had it poked away. Good defense for Arlington. Gonzalez. Gayton cut off. Ball bounces out. Here's Beatty. Over to Gonzalez for three. Can't get it to go. Arlington came out blistering. They've cooled off a little bit. Still up comfortably, though. Now a turnover. Back-to-back turnovers as Thiessen comes up with another steal for her. Good Branson, bounce pass, Ruchigeza, can't get the bunny, and it's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by Beatty. Brianna Jones back in for Arlington. Good Branson will inbound. Fresh 30. Just about 2 minutes into this second quarter. And an offensive foul is called. Gayton with the good aggressive defense. Mentioned that Arlington and Manhattan Christian game in the Southwest region. Manhattan Christian earned the at-large bid into the national tournament in the NCCAA. By the way, I'll be there, so you'll hear my voice. It'll be more rested next week. But you'll be hearing it again, Arlington fans, I'm sorry to say. Gayton swings it out. Stanford drives in. Open look, Gonzalez. The rainbow grazes the rim, that's all. Beatty the offensive rebound. Gayton. Jones tiptoeing the line. Gonzalez to Beatty. Beatty hit 2 from there. Make it 3 now. Her third three-pointer. What I was going to say, a couple of things on the NCCAA tournament. Manhattan Christian and Arlington would be an awesome final again. Since that game went into overtime, and from what I've heard from everybody here, about 3 different people have told me how crazy that game was. And the other thing, Arlington fans, is I usually have to pay for those NCCAA tournament games. That's not the case this year. It's going to be free there at Bob Jones. And they've got all kinds of bells and whistles. It's going to be a good production. Jones to the bucket, no. Stanford in the corner, extra opportunities for Arlington. They've been cold since starting out blistering. They've cooled off over the past, I'd say, 5 or 6 minutes, as we're 3 minutes into the second quarter. Gonzalez. Beatty in the corner. Tried for her 4th three-pointer. Not that time. Another offensive rebound. Jones will take it. Can't get it. So the shooting percentage, not what it normally is right now for the Patriots, but they're putting in the extra efforts. Out to a 20-point lead. Van Schie, good Branson had it poked away, and that will go out of bounds off Arlington. Van Schie then inbound it. Kushner's come in. It goes through her hands. Steal by Gayton, her 5th or 6th steal already. Gayton threw it away. Good Branson with the steal. And a timeout by Providence. 6:25 left to go in the second quarter. Arlington by 20. We'll be back. 6:25 left to go here in the second quarter. Providence with the basketball. They trail. Krishima, glad to be back with you. Good Branson with the turnover. Gonzalez out to Gayton. Beatty. Extra pass by Stanford. Gonzalez open three. This time gets it to go. Gonzalez, her second or third three-pointer. We'll check the stats at halftime and let you know for sure all the totals. Good Branson. Kushner back to her. Good Branson buries it from 13. Stanford. Beatty up top. Here's Gayton. Jones. Ball deflected out, and it's going to be last touched by Providence. Stanford to inbound it. Gonzalez driving in. Beatty in the corner. Gayton with 2 on the shot clock has to hoist. Kushner the rebound. Tied up, jump ball called. Possession arrow favors Providence. Deja Stanford will go out. Good Branson looking to push, throws it up, no. Stanford out, Izzy Roman back in. Arlington called for the foul. That will be their second, nearing the midway point of this second quarter. Coming up at halftime, we're taking a break, so we will go away. You guys do the same. Set your timers for 15 minutes and come on back. Good Branson, 67% free throw shooter, 12.5 points per ball game. She's played well here today. Thiessen's done a good job as well, trying to keep their team within striking distance. Beatty, floater in the lane, yes. Kayla Beatty, 50% shooter, the senior leader, one of the senior leaders on this team. In fact, she is the only senior. Foster throws it up. Around the world, no. Rebound controlled by Beatty. Here comes Gonzalez and the Patriots. Roman for 3. That hit the side of the backboard. Thiessen comes up with it. Thiessen's going to be called for steps. 4:29 left to go. Thiessen comes out. And I believe it's Collier back in. Zajac out there as well with Foster, Good Branson, and Kushner. That's the 5 for Providence right now. Gayton and Beatty with Roman, Gonzalez, and Jones. That's the 5 for Arlington. Gayton drives in, blocking foul called on Zajac. Kira Gayton will inbound it. That's team foul number 3 on the Pilots. Floater no good in the lane. Collier into the forecourt. Good Branson hounded closely by Roman. That shot's going to be rejected. Foster, it's blocked by Beatty. Beatty, by the way, 2.2 blocks per game. She's 5'8". That's Collier looking to push off the miss. Bounce pass looking for Zajac, and it's off the mark. on for the first time, I believe, in the tournament is Francis Lerma. Lerma, the freshman. Spinning is Gayton. It's Ramon. Driving in, pass deflected and taken away. Good Branson. And a foul called as Zajac got hit. Both teams with 3 team fouls. 3 minutes to go here in this opening half. Rashima, glad to be with you. Providence 10 and 12. Arlington 19 and 6. Pilots are the 4 seed. Arlington the 1 seed. Extra possession for Providence. And now another travel on Zajac. Ramon will come out. I think I've called Izzy about 3 different things. Folks, if you're an Arlington fan and, oh, Williams got me. William Stevens. Ramon. Or is it Ramone? William, help me out. I talked to the coaches before the game, and Izzy's name looked close enough to me, so I didn't really think to ask him how to say it, but I am butchering it, and I know. So, William, it looks like Izzy Ramon. Please correct me if that's wrong, William. Got to get it right. Lerma throws it ahead. Here's Collier. Collier from 13 out, no. Urchigueza, who came back in with the putback. 43-23. Arlington's been in control since the opening tip. Here's Gonzalez. Gonzalez, the rainbow 3, got it to go. Schwartz. Offensive foul going to be called on Providence, illegal screen, so Arlington gets it back, doubling up the Pilots here in this semifinal game. William gave me the thumbs up. William, it's Ramon. You put an E in there at the end, which is messing me up. Is the E silent? What an age we live in. Broadcasters can just have the people watch and do the work for them. Gonzalez for 3. Got another one to go. Zeta Gonzalez starting to heat up. Zajac. Schwartz. Collier in the forecourt. It's deflected. Abigail Wazik comes up with the steal. Here's Gayton. And she'll get 2 shots. All right, William. Silent E. Thank you, sir. So, free throws to come. That's 5 team fouls, by the way, on Providence. It's 51-23. Brianna Jones checking back into the game. Another steal for Arlington. It's thrown ahead. Gayton. Gayton gets it back from Jones. Throws it up and in. The lead is 30. .104 left to go here in this first half. Again, we'll take a 15-minute break. Gonzalez out. Deja Stanford returns. Pressure on for Arlington. And it's a steal by Gayton. Stanford. Abigail Wazek over to Gayton for three. The rainbow shot is good. So Arlington coasting a bit at the start of this second quarter, looking to close this quarter out strong. Called for the foul there. Thiessen will get free throws. Thiessen is short on the front end. Both teams are in the bonus as we wrap up the first half. Tip for the rebound. It's controlled by Gayton. Stanford gets it back. Extra pass. Open three. Instead drives to the bucket, and she'll go to the line. I'd venture to guess, game 7 of 8 here today, that I've heard 1,000 whistles today. It probably just seems like that many, but it's Stanford, 63% at the line, money on the first one. Tiana Wazek comes into the game, and Beatty will come out. Good on the second as well. Thiessen, Collier into the forecourt. 7-second difference between game and shot clock. Ruchigeza, and she's fouled by Jones. Ruchigeza, a 61% free throw shooter, can't get that one to go. One out of two. The lead 34 for Arlington. Good anticipation on the interior. Kushner came up with the steal. Final shot time for Ruchigeza. Got it to go. Arlington's still got a few seconds to work with here. Stanford throws ahead, throwing it up. Wazek can't get the bank. So Arlington up 58-26. Folks, I usually don't do this in semifinal games, but what I'm going to do, it's been a long day. The voice is starting to go, and we've got one more coming up tonight on the men's side. So we're going to go to a video-only broadcast in the second half. Now, if things become interesting again, I'll still be here, and we'll bring it back for you. But right now, Arlington is in control, 58-26 on their way to the championship game. So, barring a Providence comeback, again, we'll take the halftime break, and we'll come back with video only in the second half. Welcome back, everybody. Chris Shima, glad to be with you. I did say we're going to cut the audio for the second half, and we will do that, but I wanted to give you the first half numbers. For Arlington, they shoot 53%, 9 of 18 from behind the arc. 3 players in double figures. Zeta Gonzalez leading all scorers with 19, 15 for Kayla Beatty, and 11 for Kira Gatlin. So that's the leading scorers for Arlington. For Providence, they shoot 41%. 7 points for Hannah Van Schie, 5 points for Taylor Goodbranson and Ruchigeza. Those are your leading scorers. 28 turnovers for Providence as we're underway here in quarter number 3. Points off turnovers, 33-7 for Arlington. Points in paint, 20-8 for Arlington. Providence, believe it or not, is +7 on the boards, 21-17. The bench, 12-2 for Providence. So again, we cut the audio with Arlington in control, leading now 61-26.